Girl, look, I decided to have Contessa fine ass behind me because I ain't know she had all that under them scrubs. Y'all ready to talk about it? Cue the music. Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate or fuck discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toss it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just bossed it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video. Excuse my doggone snap. I'm sorry. I done tried this shit 15 times. My snapping ain't snapping. It's just not snapping today. But anyway, I'm back. Back with another video. We're here to discuss Married to Medicine Season 9 episode. I don't know, but it's going to be down there in the bottom of the description. In this episode, we're going to call it Contessa with her fine ass. Go ahead on, Contessa. Girl, I'm thinking you out there getting thick in Vegas and the whole time you over there looking like a goddess. Go ahead on. Let's get into the episode. So the episode opens up. Anita got cameras all over the place. 50 million cameras outside, inside, and she got chimes. Now, I guess the chimes is in case an intruder comes in and she hears the lovely sounds of chimes in the wind. She'll know it's danger. It's just giving me, I don't know. But anyway, Quiet pulls up to go be messy. And Quiet gets over there and was like, girl, is the chime going to be going off all day? It is. And she points to all the cameras. There's cameras everywhere, girl. We scared. And I understand it. I'm not gonna lie. I understand the overprotection of it all. But yeah, Quiet is just like, girl, this is a lot. But she understands as well. So now she tells Anila, girl, I was really disappointed in Simone, Dr. Simone. But girl, the words on the curve over there with the other girls is that they feel like you staged your own robbery. Now, Anila was like, what? And Quiet says, and I'm more disappointed in Simone because, or Dr. Simone, I'm sorry, I gotta put handles on these girls' names because they deserve it and work for it. But she said, I'm more concerned with Dr. Simone because she was over there laughing. So now Anita feels hurt. She was like, girl, first of all, why would I stage a robbery that could ultimately negatively impact my children? My daughter haven't slept in weeks. Like, that doesn't make sense. And furthermore, who would even think of all that? And then she thought about it. She said, you know, you're right, because when I had called y'all on FaceTime, Contessa had a lot of questions. And they did the flashback of Contessa saying, well, why would they want to target you? Why would somebody want to do this to you? Blah, 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 blah. Basically questioning her thing, her motive, or her robbery. In my opinion, I think that, okay, let me be honest. I got to be completely honest and be fair. Quad saying that Toya, or suggesting it out loud, that Toya could be responsible is wrong, but I'm kind of looking crazy at Toya because she did have the party at the house, you know what I'm saying, with the whole hood there, but ain't nobody seen nothing. But then I guess the same can be said about the flip side. Well, then if it's wrong for Quad to do it, you know what I mean, it was good for the goose, it's good for the gander. And, you know, if they're questioning it, I just don't see it. I don't think Anila staged that. I really don't. Because I think that's a lot going on. And like Quiet said, y'all wouldn't take it to the internet if y'all was. Dr. Kieran, I don't know about Anila, but Dr. Kieran is smarter than that. I just don't believe it. But Quiet's whole belief is Toya's just trying to shift her narrative to you and basically acting like you the issue. Because you know you around there saying that girl was sleeping with that lady husband in the doggone neighborhood. But Anita was like, listen, you know what was funny? I never even heard from Toya. And I get we not cool, we on bad terms, but girl, you could at least call and be like, you straight? Like, that was kind of telling. And it is telling. Because even if I'm not dealing with somebody, if I don't want to hear your voice, I'll send you a text. Toya, you could at least send her a text. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. Dr. Jackie and Curtis is having Simone and Cecil over. She's told Curtis to get her doggone charcuterie tray, and he went and brought all kind of pork and cheese. And she said, I don't eat none of this. Now you leaving Dr. Jackie to have to cook. And you know cooking for her is either rolling up meat and crackers and putting it on a doggone plate. Doggone Curtis. You can't send a man to do nothing. But anyway, so Cecil and Simone comes and they sit down and she asks him to help her do the doggone charcuterie plate or Trey or whatever, they make a joke about Cecil being from LA and knowing how to roll a joint and whatever. But they sit down, and Dr. Jackie was like, so tell the truth. How did y'all feel like the last event went? And they were like, listen, it was a shit show. So they decided to all collectively, they all agreed that it was a shit show, and the group is getting out of hand. So they want to take a trip. And now Curtis was like, why don't we go where we started, back to Blue Ridge Mountain? Again, everybody on reality show go to Blue Ridge Mountain. They must be giving discounts. I don't know. So they was like, you know what? That's going to be good. Let's do a trip to Blue Ridge and have all the couples down and we could square away some things, and get the girls back on track. It ain't going to work. Let's move on. Girl, they done found a way to get Miss Gomez back. How much is y'all paying Miss Gomez? Because Miss Gomez was showed before she left. She wasn't coming back to deal with Anila, Dr. Karen, or them badass churn. Y'all must have threw the doggone bank account at Miss Gomez. Because Miss Gomez came back. She said she wanted to raise her own churn and grand churn. And y'all done got Miss Gomez back. Y'all done paid a lot. I know y'all did. Because even Dr. Karen said whatever she wanted. More money, say it. Moving in the house, say it. What else you need? Dr. Karen said he was willing to pay an unlimited amount of money to get Miss Gomez back around there. Because as we see, Anila is not a mother. She's a mom, but not a mother. I don't even think she's a mom. Anila can't, she don't raise her own children, And for Miss Gomez to force Anila to have to be a mother to her children, to Anila, that was insanity. And that was inhumane. You shouldn't have did that, Miss Gomez. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? She had her mama over there. Her mama was supposed to be, helping her out, but the mama was cussing her ass out on a day-to-day basis, and she wasn't cleaning up. So you sent Anila through a lot, Miss Gomez. Well, anyway, them churn was in there making a sign because they just so happy they had their Gigi back, or Gigi, whatever they call her. And Miss Gomez knock at the door, and them churn jump for joy. I'm here for it. Because them churn do like it, but I don't know. The other side of me just feel like, what about her grandkids? Like, I don't know. I ain't never really been big on the maid. Not the maid. I'm talking about the women who are, maids too, but the women who are forced to tend to other people's kids and, neglect their own. I don't know. Maybe it's from the, slavery, and all the way up into the 80s when they had women, 70s or 80s, I'm sorry, when they had women not even dealing with their own kids to raise the white man. That's just the vibes it gives me. But anyway, Miss Gomez is back, and they heeded your fact. Dr. Karen said whatever she needed to come back, he was willing to cut the check. He was cutting the check. We move to the next scene. It's the day of the fitness event. Contessa's over there in that big t-shirt, and I ain't know her fine ass look like this. But she in that big t-shirt. She called her husband. She said her daddy coming. It's the first time you ever seen her in a bathing suit. She's excited. It's piss or get off the pot. She had been saying she want to do this. She's 45. She just wanted to get out there and do something for herself. Shout out to Contessa. Because Contessa, girl, you look damn good. They say you was battling girls 18 years old. And you, girl, listen. I can only hope. But anyway, she's backstage and she's talking to her pose coach. That's the lady who does the stage posing. And she's kind of giving her pointers and she does her airbrush. I was wondering why their body be looking like a penny. Even the white girls' bodies be looking like pennies. But the lady was like, they got all these young girls here, girl. You in for it. But she was like, girl, listen, I'm here. I got to do what I got to do. So now it's the day of the thing. They get back there. And she called her husband. He said he done picked up the daddy. They on the way, him and the kids. And she go down there and do her walk and she wins. Shout out to Contessa. Contessa, you deserve that. You look amazing. Granted, I don't want to have muscles and all that popping all out. I still like to be soft. The men say my skin is like Charmin tissue. I like that. That's kind of my speed. But shout out to you, Contessa, because everybody can't look like that. I know I can't. Let's move on. And, she got first place. We move to the next scene. Everybody's packing up for the trip. I called Audra and said, Audra, how's you going to feel about being around Toya after y'all done went to blows? And she said, girl, listen, I ain't worried about no damn Toya. We going to be all right. Toya tells Eugene that she want to tell Dr. Jackie that this group don't get down like that as far as putting hands and feet on people. But Toya stopped the pause and stopped the cap. Didn't you have a fight with Mariah in season 1? Girl, please, this group do get down like that. Or at least you in the group gets down like that. Stop it. And then she wants to confront Anita. Girl, you don't need to confront no damn body. You and Eugene, y'all is so fake to me. And I like y'all, but y'all get on my nerves too. But anyway, Daddy is telling Dr. Heavenly to enjoy the first day because he got a little, class to go to, so he gonna come the next day. And then Dr. Heavenly was over there, but what if they beat my ass? And, Daddy said, well, just try not to say a lot. He know his wife gonna get her ass whipped. He know one day she gonna say something to the wrong person and she gonna get her ass whipped. Go ahead on, Daddy, for knowing your woman. Anyway, but he's coming later, and Anila and Dr. Karen discussed it. They gonna bring all this shit up because they feel some type of way. Dr. Karen said, y'all, it's one thing to not give a damn, but then to say I staged this, like, that's like defamation type shit. I'm with Dr. Karen on that. We move to the next scene. Audrey and Martin is fresh off their 3-day wedding. One thing about them damn Africans. Them motherfuckers gonna get married for 7 days straight. One thing about them Africans, they make a wedding into a whole month event. They had a 3-day, 6-figure wedding. Now, I saw the videos. You was cute. You was real cute, Audra. Shout out for black love and all that. But 6 figures for 3 days worth of wedding, you could be wearing the Chanel that Toya wearing if you stop spending on dumb stuff like that. And I ain't trying to tell everybody because I used to want a big wedding and all that. Girl, please. I wish I would spend. I have to have billions in the bank to be comfortable with spending 6 figures on a damn wedding. Girl, please. But it was nice. Shout out to y'all. Congratulations to Audrey and Martin. But what I did notice was they in matching champion joggers. Now, girl, that was the big old thing. Did y'all do that on purpose? Simone and Cecil and Jackie and Curtis is on their way up to the cabin because Audra's riding with Quiet. And they saying basically these are the rules. No touching people, no being aggressive. If you do any of these things, then you got to go home. You got to go. You ain't got to get out of here, but you got to go home. If I said it right. Or whatever. That ain't gonna work. Let's move on. Simone and Jackie gets there, so they pick everybody's room. Simone and her crew gonna be on the top floor. Jackie and her crew gonna be on the bottom floor because they gotta separate the girls because the girls got a lot going on. So they basically pull Toya aside when her Eugene comes and they say, Toya, we want to talk to you after they show her the room. And Toya's like, oh Lord, why I feel like I'm about to get a lecture? Because you is. They basically tell Toya, listen, Toya, girl, you the one beefing with everybody. You beefing with Audra. You beefing with Slick Side Quiet, Heavenly. You beefing with everybody, girl. We need you to, we want to repair this group because it's getting out of hand. Y'all going to beat the hell out of each other and this is a lot, Me and Dr. Jackie, that's what Dr. Simone was saying, we are too classy to be around girls who be throwing blows. I know Heavenly always talking about kissing somebody ass or kicking somebody ass and whatnot, but at least she ain't never did it. Y'all heifers is doing too much. So, Toya, at first she took a little offense to it, but she said, I talked to my life coach, and my life coach told me hurt people, and I need to listen. I'm here to listen and open up. Girl, bye. But she said she's going to see what's going on, and they say that's good because they really want to repair the friend group. Now, Eugene is basically down there. He's cooking, and I ain't gonna lie, I would eat it because he look like he cook his ass off. I don't trust no skinny chefs. But Eugene is cooking lasagna for the night. And I'm thinking, who y'all gonna have there to churn? But I bet the lasagna was good. But he's in there, he getting ready to cook lasagna. And Audrey and Quiet pull up. When they walk in the house, all of a sudden Toya looking crazy. Girl, let it go. That girl said she ain't worried about you. She there with her new man, her new husband. She ain't worried about you. Oh, what's going on with Eugene? Y'all done had y'all blows. She ready to move on. Heavenly comes in and she tells Toya they good. Heavenly comes in and tells Toya, look, girl, I know we had our shit, last week. I was going through a lot of it. Just lost my mother. I just want us to be good, and I realized, well, she apologized and she said, I realized, I was acting a fool, but I didn't have no right to do that. Regardless of what I was going through, I didn't have a right to do and act the way I was acting. I just been crying so bad. Like, I just been going through a lot, basically. So now Toya was like, girl, like, it's okay to act the way you act. Like, you get a pass for that. Now, don't nobody have an issue with that. I mean, you lost your mind. But I could have swore, because Toya and that talking about she giving compassion and heavenly. But I thought you said you don't give a damn last week. I thought that's what you said. But anyway, she accepts, Heavenly's apology. And she said she want to show some compassion this week. Let's move on. Audra and Martin is in the backstage. And her belly and using a fertility doll because they trying to see if they're pregnant. Now, immediately I say they already knew they was pregnant, but this is for the TV show. So she's going to pee on the stick to see if she's pregnant. She said they abstained from sex for the whole month of December so that when they finally got back, they could, you know what I mean? So she's going to let her pee on the stick to see what's up. So she get in there, pee on the stick, you know, they waiting, she nervous, but they find out they expecting the baby, and it makes sense because the whole season I'm watching her confessional, and it don't look like she gained weight. It just looked like she gained a pregnancy glow and pregnancy weight. You could see her face, the way it shaped and shifted, and her nose. I knew it was pregnancy from the beginning, but I never went follow her on social media to see. But anyway, shout out to Audrey and Martin. They pregnant. So now Martin was like, "You gonna tell them?" And she was like, I didn't even think about it. He was like, "Well, we need to tell our parents first." And we find out Audrey got a son. She's a baby mama. She said her son said he been wanting a little sibling. And she said, your mama got to come up out these streets first. But Martin done successfully got her up out the streets. Shout out to you, Martin. But anyway, let's move on. They downstairs talking, and Toya said she want to go to a nudist colony or a nudist camp. Curtis, instead of saying it ain't gonna happen, said it ain't gonna happen because basically, you know, his wife ain't with it. But I could see Curtis down there at the nudist camp. Eugene over there saying he tired of her talking about being nude because hell, she done turned the house into a nudist camp. Her friends being there, she be butt naked in the tub and they just be having a conversation. And like Toya said, I'm a girl too. We're girls. Like we don't, unless we're attracted to each other, we're not looking at each other's body parts in a sexual manner. So, I mean, I get it. Men don't go inside women's locker rooms and all that stuff. Listen, the women be butt-ass naked having whole conversations. Don't nobody think twice about it. We all got the same thing. Ain't nobody tripping. Women are not uncomfortable around other naked women. Unless you want to eat the box. That's different. But he said Toya she just be nude all the time. Toya and Eugene, are y'all swingers? Anyway, Anila and Dr. Karen arrived. And they go see their room, but she said she want the blinds closed. She's still like, you know, PTSD about it or whatever. And she's not comfortable with the blinds open. So dinner is served. They say the food is good. It's so good. Everybody was quiet. That's when I knew it was good. But Heavenly said grace. And I'm just like, why, Lord? So now they ask Anila as they sit down at the table and ask her how she's getting along. And she was like, you know, I had to go by my mama for 2 weeks. You know, because I was terrified. You know, my daughters, you know, she wasn't sleeping. She telling them the whole bit or whatever. She said, but, you know, it was a terrifying experience. I'm sorry. She said, but what I do want to know was, who around here think this was a setup? And this is where the episode ended. Girl, look, everybody's looking. They all thought it was a setup, fact. It just is what it is. And why do you care? Girl, file your insurance claim and move on. Because Toya said what she said, just like you said, that girl was riding there sleeping with the neighbor. I wouldn't even put that much stock into it. Jot down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode of Married to Medicine and Contessa's body. Go ahead on, Contessa. You looking like a damn statue, girl. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you hoes later. Bye. I'm all jacked up.
Mr. Carroll. How you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.